Private Kokomo, your every other daily dose of the island life. My name is Ryan Meharry. Here with me is Dave Tooney and our very special guest today, Pam Murphy. Hi, Pam. How are you?
Hi, I'm
How are
great.
you?
I'm great.
I haven't seen you in so long. Pam, Dave, and I used to be on the seminal UCB mod team Bonafide.
Right. I don't know what seminal means, but yes.
I'm not. I think it means like great, like
Does it
important.
mean great?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
important. Yeah,
It
we
was great. Yeah, we were all on a mod team together. Sketch comedy, baby.
For
was
longer than I
performing.
ever thought we would be.
Oh yeah, we were there for a very long time.
Longer
Well,
than we ever
and
needed to be.
and then we wouldn't let it die. We kept making shows.
Yep. Yeah, really, no kidding. The theater was done with us and sent
And
us
we
on
were
our
like,
way. Let's do more.
well, not only we were on mod night, then we graduated mod. And
Graduated.
then we still kept doing shows.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
didn't have enough other things going on in our life to like let go of mod yet.
I guess, yeah, but we also weren't putting in a ton of effort into the shows we were doing. At least
Speak for yourself.
speaking for myself.
Speak
Speaking
for
for myself.
yourself.
I think I missed like our last show.
a
Whatever
lot
that-
of a lot of best ofs. I mean, some sketches we did a gazillion times,
Oh yeah.
which you don't get to do on mod. You usually do a sketch once and then you never see it again.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So that was kind of nice until we were sick of doing them.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But then it's, it's like riding a bike. You're like, I don't have to memorize these lines. I know this.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Would we ever want to do a reunion best of show where we do all those old sketches again?
Sure.
It could be fun.
Let's cart out these older people and let them have their day in the sun.
No one wants to see us. No one wants to see us. The like landscape has changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, that's not funny at all. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Do that train sketch again.
The
I
train
know.
one.
People
was
love
that?
that sketch.
Was
That's
that
good.
what was the premise of that?
He was
sketch?
in a coma and Train is still a band.
Oh yeah, and he's shocked by it, right? He
Like
comes out of the coma.
everything's changed. Everything's changed. I'm his wife. Everything's changed. I show him an iPhone for the first time.
I'm,
Right, like
I'm
there's no-
amazed by it.
He's no, you're not even amazed by it.
I think
Were
it's
you-
neat,
you were
but I
like,
can't.
You're like, it seems pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to show you how to use it. But like the music in the hospital is Train. He's like,
Yeah.
it sounds familiar. And I'm like, oh, it's Train.
I can't
Train
get past
is still a band.
it. It was a good sketch.
It was funny.
I don't even.
Is that a
I
Manchester
don't
sketch?
even-
Oh, it
Yeah,
had to be.
I believe so. I don't remember what the other stuff was that you should have been amazed by.
Yeah, I can't either. Just the phone.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can remember is like, here's a phone or whatever. And
Yeah.
everything was like, Train is still a band. Every time he did, it was funny. Dave was funny in it.
Yeah. Congratulations,
sketch.
Dave. You were funny. You were funny in the sketch.
I just let the words do their thing.
Well, a lot of times I would be like, why are they laughing? Why are they laughing at Dave?
Yeah, I never
don't
get
it.
Dave.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Voice.
I don't get his
Dave's
appeal.
style.
There's
Yeah.
nothing. There's nothing great about him. But he's on TV all the time. I'm like,
Looking
what is he doing?
left and right.
What is he doing in these audition rooms?
I mean,
What
I guess
is
he's
so
not-
great about him?
I guess he's not offensive.
I guess he's the most.
I don't find him
So
repugnant.
it's just like a slightly warm cup of milk. You
Yeah,
know, it's just there. I guess I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he just keeps booking. He's on every television show ever.
Can I tell you? I have a question and a quick story. The quick story I'll tell is years ago when I did IO Chicago. I remember the teacher at the time, I think it was maybe Jeff Griggs, and this is like in 2000, I don't even know, 3. The teacher had us all go up there and like sit on stage while everyone kind of watched us, and he asked us like, what's like a fear? What do you think you're good at or bad at, like performance wise and whatever? And I just remember going to him, I feel like I'm affable. I don't know if I'd say I'm really that funny. but I feel like I could just kind of keep on moving forward with
Wow,
this.
I agree with that 100%. Was everyone in the class like,
It's like,
yes,
Mhm,
yes?
It had been like on the tip of their tongue trying to figure out what it was.
I don't know
and
what it
finally they
is.
got
He's
figured out, and then they
likable.
just were like, yes, yes.
Yes, he's affable,
He's
but not
affable,
that
that's it.
funny.
Yeah.
Enough to keep moving him on. He doesn't seem like he's going to make any waves on a team. So, all right, we'll put him on.
Enough to keep
Wow.
moving them on.
Nice.
Anyways,
and what's
but
the other thing?
The question is, do you two, and Ryan and I have talked about this before, but do you two have a mod sketch that you like being in and you're like, I like this, and I thought, I don't know if it's I thought I did great, but it could be, but like I like being a part of this sketch, and you could have been the centerpiece, and that's fine.
I mean, most sketches I was the
A
centerpiece.
bona fide sketch?
Yeah, a bona
Is it-
fide sketch.
well, so that we all know.
Yeah.
No, my favorite sketch was a team you weren't on.
Yeah, no, it's a great Goodman sketch. Oof, man, was that one fun.
I don't
Um,
know. It's hard to, I can't really remember them. I mean, like I remember
either.
certain ones. I mean, I remember old timey selfie because I have like the portrait that Leland painted
Oh, yeah.
from that.
That was a
but-
good one.
It was a good one and it got a lot of laughs. Like we all got laughs and it was fun to do.
And the premise was what? Let me remember. Like it's a
That we were like
thinking old
Victorian era women and we were having to paint selfies.
yeah.
So we would like paint our own selfie forever and then we would paint selfies of our food. I mean, no, we'd take Instagrams. We'd paint portraits of our food or whatever.
right, and
it
then
was like
share
all-
them and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and then share them and then put a filter over it and it would be like it would be lace.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like the references or whatever. I don't know. People loved it because it was like Instagram influencery.
Yeah. They're,
Yeah.
yeah.
This time
And
when we
right
wrote-
at the height. I mean, right at the
Oh,
height.
Yeah, this was
Right, it was
struck while the
cutting
iron
it was
edge.
new
It
and
was
exciting. This was
brand
big.
new
This was
and fresh. It was fresh. It was fresh. I don't remember. I can't remember. I can't really remember other things.
I remember
I remember the eulogy, the BuzzFeed eulogy. It always killed.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
a
that-
listicle
yeah.
eulogy. Patrick Baker wrote it.
Oh,
You
that's
did
right.
it once too, Dave.
That was good.
You did it once too.
Yep.
It
Did
would be
once.
like it
Then
was
never.
like
They were like never again.
it was a eulogy for your son or whatever, and it was like he was a BuzzFeed writer and his suicide note was a listicle or something, right?
Something like
and
that.
it had all these like gifts in it.
Uh-huh.
But that one killed every time.
It did.
The sketch
And then
is-
you could also read it off a paper because you're reading a
which is the
eulogy.
best.
It was the best.
That's the best.
Everyone won in that sketch.
Everyone won. Everyone won. So you'd
We
be like,
wouldn't mess up the line, so Patrick wins.
Yeah.
So you could look down and go, and then,
So Marlon
and then you got like, you know, a big break because then it would show like something.
Yeah, you just chill from it.
It's
I mean, that's
more
what
about
Marlon,
like the gifts that showed on the screen
that's what Marlon Brando would do. He would have his lines kind of written all over
on a lamp
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
under
yeah.
this, and he would just like go looking for them and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great.
I know.
The sketches, I liked doing the Manny the Masochist sketches, but I don't think
That's the one I stands out to me too.
No, I don't think anyone liked them. I don't think.
I don't think
I
anyone
loved
did either.
watching them. I loved
Yeah.
watching that
Well,
one.
I thought they were funny.
It was like a class reunion. It was like a masochist at a class reunion, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
He
you
came in and he
like,
wanted to be embarrassed and humiliated.
and nobody did at first.
Yeah, they were just like, "Oh, if that's what you're into, if you like to be humiliated, then that's fine. That's cool. Well, you know." And,
No, I'm gross. And
yeah,
then
no.
you'd be
yeah,
like,
for me- Ooh, like I would like
but
crawl
you had
around
a
like in a
weird
diaper.
voice.
Yeah, I'd be
Did you
like, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah, I bet
mean,
you all,
that's
oh, I bet
the
you all
key to
want to spit on me.
sketches.
Yeah,
Yeah, is to
Gotta
have
be
a
a good
weird
sketch.
voice, right?
yeah, and then he
gotta
did
have a
like
weird
an,
voice.
an open mic comedy where he intentionally tried to bomb, but the audience
That's
was
not funny.
yeah, the
What
audience
are you
was
laughing
warm.
at?
Yeah, yeah. And then he drove a nail with a ball peen hammer into his penis.
Oh, good. And that was real. We
Yeah, that was
actually
real. We
showed
did
that.
that. I think there was a lot of fake blood.
There was something where your guts came out.
Yeah, that was the one where
Was that Quantum Pam? Or no, that was something else.
no, that was the one where I got like pinned to a tree by a
We
car.
talked about that one. Yeah, I love that one a lot.
That one was fun. That was Johnny wrote. So the premise of the sketch was I've been hit by a car, and the only thing that's keeping me alive is the car is keeping like all my organs intact, and so I'm stuck in this tree.
Oh, and then
And-
you age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so they're like, well, I'm like, don't pull the car away. I don't want to die. And so I just live my life by this tree, and I have like a full life. And there's like a montage where
Get
I get married, have a kid. My wife dies, and I'm a single father.
It was like a montage, right? There was
Yeah.
like music, and that was
It
a
was-
good one.
It was a short film, essentially. Like it was,
Nice.
yeah.
That's actually so funny.
It's a great
Mhm.
premise.
It's my favorite. I think it's
I
my
mean, we're
favorite one.
geniuses. So,
Yeah.
Dave,
Kudos
what
to
was
Johnny
your
Schwartzman.
Dave? What was your favorite sketch that you were ever in? I mean, that's why he's asked us, right?
Please make it quick.
I'll tell you when I like that. I think all three of us were in, if I remember, and it's that Vine sketch.
Oh yeah, that one. That was definitely
Oh,
one. That was
the
moment-
break-in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a good one too. Vine, another topical at the height
yeah, at
of
the moment.
Vine.
In the moment, it was great. It was.
It was mine. It
What
was
was it?
like
It was so
someone
funny, it
trying
would
to
go
break
on a
into my
loop.
apartment. Someone trying to break into my apartment, and then you broke in or whatever. You were the robber.
Yeah, like the only way you could communicate with the outside world is that is
I
through
was being
Vines.
held for ransom by you.
I think it's Dave.
You were
Oh,
no, I
okay.
was the cop that came in later, but
Oh,
you
was
were
it me? Oh yeah, that's
was
right.
home.
You were the kidnapper.
Ryan breaks in, and so he's listing his demands via Vine that he wants, like a helicopter.
Right.
And
it
the
keeps
editing was
cutting
so
off.
funny. Yeah, it would loop it
Keeps
over and
cutting
over.
off.
Uh-huh.
The Vine that they show of Pam when I first tried to break in, like Pam's just doing like a regular Vine, and she goes, "Oh my god, someone's breaking into my house!" Like,
It's really great. It's really
so
great.
funny.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was
Was
great.
that?
And then you were like, "Is this a Vine? Is this one of those Vine things?" And
Yeah,
then
I
you
did
get
my
all
voice
into it.
and-
Yeah,
It was so fun.
yeah, you did your affable but not funny voice.
That sketch
so
is
people like
probably on YouTube, right? This is just a video. There's no stage.
I'm sure it is, and I think I have it somewhere too.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna
Maybe I'll post it.
look for it right now. But
Does anybody
it-
know anything about what we're talking about? What sketch comedy is?
They want to hear about. This is
Anyone-
this is one step above
yeah.
reminiscing about old improv scenes.
like luckily you were able to like give what the clear premises were, so it sounds
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not quite incredibly boring, but we're teetering. we're teetering there. So
We're
today-
the target audience for it.
oh
Yeah.
for sure, yeah. This is if the whole audience is former members of Bonafide, then we're great.
Then we're good. Yeah.
yeah. Everyone's Dave, real quick, how was your trip to Arizona?
It was good. It was good. I went and saw my niece and my nieces. One of my nieces from Wisconsin, my niece from Wisconsin was out there, and she still is out there. And then my niece and nephew who live there, and my sister. And I got to hang out, got some pool time, so that was fun.
Go to a big pool party like in those
Big group
those
pool
big-
party. She got
yeah.
pool in her backyard, and it was fun. And it was great. Went to a drive-in.
Oh,
Nice.
What'd you see?
Onward,
Oh,
which was
Last
it was better than I was expecting.
Last
I
movie I
enjoyed it.
saw in the theaters. I was kind of bored by it. I was on my phone a lot.
wow. Oh, you suck. You were on your
I do-
phone the whole time?
I was sitting in the very, very back
Okay, but still, whatever.
in a pretty empty theater.
There was nobody in the back row.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, it was,
okay.
there's like 8 people in the whole theater.
Did you see it by
Oh, okay.
yourself?
Yeah.
Well, it was
Yeah.
probably like right when they were like, you shouldn't go to the movies
Yeah.
anymore.
And I'm like,
And then
you
you were
can't
like-
tell me what to do.
I gotta see Onward.
I need
I
to
gotta
see this
see Onward.
kids movie by myself. I had
Well,
to talk
I-
about it for the podcast.
You
I
were like my
did-
nephew. My nephew did not. He's like, I don't want to leave the car. I want to sit in this seat, in this like back seat, and I want to play on the phone the entire time. He did not want to be any part of it.
It was a perfectly just fine movie. It wasn't very.
Yeah.
Didn't. The children's
It's no
cartoon
Wally.
did not.
It's no Wally.
The children's cartoon could not keep my attention, so I was.
You know,
I was on
did.
this one.
I did get a subscription to Disney Plus to watch it because I was like, oh, it's cheaper if I just go to Disney Plus instead of renting it. And
No
plus,
kidding.
I could see the Star Wars movie, all
Oh,
the
yeah.
Star Wars movies,
All the Star Wars movies.
all Disney Plus.
Is Onward a Pixar movie,
Downloaded.
or-
It.
It is a
Onward
Pixar.
It's Pixar.
It is.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It doesn't have. It doesn't feel like a Pixar. It feels like a DreamWorks.
Yeah, you're
Trying to
telling
get
me.
that DreamWorks.
Smell
Trying to get that DreamWorks vibe.
Oh, got that real DreamWorks vibe coming off it.
Cool. So, what we have planned for today is
Cool.
cool, everybody. This is the transition. Let's keep things moving. All right. So for today's show, what we got planned is okay. So we got Pam here. Did you guys ever think about? No, I think a lot of people do this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you guys ever think about like what it would be like to be friends with a celebrity? Like, what celebrity do you think you could be friends with? Like Chrissy Teigen. I think I could be friends with Chrissy Teigen, but can I really? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So what I've done is I've asked Pam and Dave and myself. We've each come in with 2 celebrities, okay? And we're going to talk about, we're each going to give a celebrity that we think we would be friends with. And then to keep things even, we're going to talk about a celebrity we think would absolutely hate us. All right, I'm going to drop this.
I think you're going to have to say like everything again because.
Oh, you just completely lost?
I thought it was Chrissy Teigen. Am I wrong?
What do you mean? Oh, is
it
it
Teigen?
I'm not sure. I've heard both.
Really?
It's probably Teigen.
I've
Yeah.
never heard Teigen.
I feel like I say
Actually-
Teigen, but I have no clue.
Actually, I think it is technically Teigen. I think I remember her tweeting that.
Being like, it's pronounced Teigen.
She's like, people say Teigen all the time. I don't correct them. Like Ryan Stanger's last name is Stanger, and he just doesn't.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Because now it's so far in.
yeah, no, there's
That
no
could have
going
been
back.
handled immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Just say the first time someone says Ryan Stanger in your 101
you have
class,
to,
just
yeah, maybe you have to correct it
one time.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, and
also-
when you introduce yourself, just say, "Hi, I'm Ryan Stanger."
He also
Yeah.
knows Stanger sounds cooler than Stanger.
It's a better name. It's a better
You
last
know-
name.
It
He
does
knows
sound
it.
better.
He'd
It does
wanted
sound
that.
better. It does sound better.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the premise again, and not in such a harried, crazy, manic delivery. So what I've done is we're going to talk about what celebrities we think we could possibly maybe be friends with, and then which ones we think would hate us. So we've each come in with one celebrity that we think we could see a friendship possibly happening under the right circumstances, and then a celebrity we think that no matter what, we would not make a great first impression. So let's say that the scenario is you and this celebrity are having a one-on-one dinner in like a private room. It's a comfortable setting. Everything should be working in your order, and assume that you would want to be friends with them as well. Let's assume that they deliver and that they're nice and seemingly nice and cool. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, we'll see how this works.
No, good job, Ryan. Now we
Oh,
good.
thank you. I
Yeah,
need
good
constant.
job.
I need
You good
constant.
boy. You good boy.
Thank you.
Go
Thank
get
you.
your good boy.
Thank you, Pam. Pam knows exactly what I need in the moment I need it.
We were not effusive in our praise.
Yeah.
We weren't affirming
This was-
okay.
enough.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
what I looked like. I threw myself out there, and this was the looks on your guys' faces.
Even from Affable Dave?
Even from especially from Affable Dave. When
What if Dave's name is pronounced Thuni?
It might be for all I know.
And
Yeah.
he never told any of us.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we pronounce it, Toonie, but for all I know, it's
Could
Thune.
be
I have no clue.
Thune. Could be Thune.
what
Yeah.
if it was originally Toonie Pooney and they changed it at Ellis Island?
Yeah. Could be.
I'd say
Toonie P Uni.
I'd say that's one of the times that Ellis Island got it right.
Saved you.
and
Yes.
Saved us.
Okay, so here I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah, this will
Yeah,
clear it
no,
up.
you go.
This-
You go.
Okay, I'll go first. Don't worry. I'm the most excited about it, so I'll go first. All right.
Ryan, also when you gave the explanation, you even gave us a moment to have a bigger positive reaction.
I honestly
we didn't give it. I
I just
admit we didn't
needed
give
a
it.
quick yes
Yep.
and, or just a confirmation that you
Yep.
got the premise, or if you, even if
Understood.
you didn't, just a question that like that.
It was fair.
To
It was
help me clear things up. You know what's also the worst? So I wrote down the whole kind of what the spiel would be, just so that I would have it. And then right before we logged on, my computer got super messed up, and I had to restart my computer, and I lost that whole write out the
Look, I just want to
explanation.
say,
And it was super succinct and like you got it.
no, you did really good. All I'm
Oh,
saying
thank
is
you.
that I was more thinking about, the dinner party part, and did I pick a good person? So it's,
Yeah, me
you know,
too.
just the way
Yeah.
that it is in the world, people are always worried about themselves.
For
You know what
sure.
I mean? They're
For
not
sure. That's what I was doing.
always
Yeah,
critiquing you. I'm
absolutely.
just
I was too
in
full of
my
myself to
own
think that you
head
guys
about
yeah.
myself.
All right, here we go. We'll take a stab at this. I think I could potentially be friends with Paul Rudd, and now I feel like that is somebody that a lot of people would say just because he seems like an affable, nice guy. But he's from my hometown. We're both from Kansas City, and I know he's a big Chiefs fan, and so it sounds like a stalker. It sounds creepy when I'm like, okay, here's how we'll be friends. I know what he likes, and we like the same thing. But so we would, I can talk. That's my comfort zone, is talking about football and especially talking about the Chiefs. So I think I could imagine us hitting it off there, and then kind of being able to talk about growing up in that town.
I think you have an in, Ryan.
I think I have an in. I think I could pull it off. I think I could
you
be.
have an in. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna go to games together. I think you got it.
And I think I'm a pretty enjoyable person to watch a football game with. Like, I'm not like overly. I don't get like. I get excited, but not like too like flipped
Not
out or weird.
embarrassingly.
Yeah, and I think it would be fine. I think we could be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think you could be too. I think that'd be a great friendship.
See, it's tough because like Paul Rudd, you think, oh, he could be friends with anybody, but I think that you really do have a You have a connection.
See, that's
you have
what
a connection. You have a bond.
And I should say that like I assume that most any celebrity that I had this, hypothetical dinner with, I would rub the wrong way at some point. He's the one where I think I would have a game plan and I could be cool.
And I think he'd be like forgiving of any faux pas or gaffes or anything.
He's a better man than I am then.
Really? You wouldn't forgive him if he said something dumb?
If he said something dumb, I would never forgive him.
You would flip the table.
I would flip the table. It's like, get out of here.
Oh, wow. Okay. You could just
But
go
then
into your Manny the Masochist voice.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Get out of here. Oh, this is so humiliating for you. Pam, who is your celebrity that you think you could?
See, I don't have any like good connection.
Was mine cheating?
No, yours isn't cheating. Yours is
Okay.
a good connection. I was just trying to think of like, oh, who could I see? I mean, it's so hard because I think everybody would like me. But I thought like, oh, who would I really want to be friends with that I think that I could hang out with and they would maybe like me? And I think Nicole Kidman for no reason. I don't have any good reason.
I think,
but I think that like, I do think, even though she's like kind of like serious or whatever, it's such a serious, dramatic actress, that I think that she likes humor and would I would make her laugh.
Yeah,
and she would like hanging out with me.
She has a sense of humor for sure.
I think she has a sense of humor, and I think also, I mean, I would be like, "You're so great! My God, look at you!" I'm sure everyone's like that to her all the time.
She's never heard that once before in her life.
Right.
She's never been fond of her.
So I was thinking her, and then I was like, so I thought her, and then I was like, does she have a ranch or something, or no?
A ranch
in New Mexico?
She's gotta.
I'm
Probably.
Thinking, or maybe
Probably
I'm thinking
in Australia.
What is Julia Roberts lives in like Santa Fe?
Yeah, she lives in New Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in Albuquerque. I used to live in New Mexico. So maybe I should pick her because then I could be like green chili.
Could you take her on a Breaking Bad tour?
I could take her on a Breaking Bad tour. I definitely could. I could be like, oh, this is that hotel. When I don't know the real specifics, I'll just go.
This was in one.
But I think I do think Nicole Kidman.
Okay, I like that answer.
That's like an aspirational friendship.
Yeah, for sure. I can see it. I think she seems cool. Seems like she has like the right, like she's like funny. Yeah, I'm with
I
you.
think she's funny. I mean, she's so famous that she lives such a.
That's the tough one. It's like I think
she's
there gets a
lived
point where there's
she's
too
been
famous.
So famous. She's so famous for so long, for her whole life, that like it's such a different kind of a thing, you know?
Are new friendships even possible?
But I think that she could be like, if I'd be like, look, I don't want anything from you.
Yeah. The first thing you say.
I just want your friendship.
Yeah,
I don't want anything from you except the most personal thing.
Yeah.
Just your time and energy.
I don't want any money. I don't want any material things. I just
want you to spend
I want your
time
trust.
with me.
I want to be close.
I want us to share secrets.
Yeah.
I
We
want
could
us
do something fun.
to invite
Tell
me
me a
into your
secret.
home.
Tell me a secret.
I could show her like junky things. Like she probably lives like a great life. That would be like, oh, look at this junky thing. That's fun. Here's a junky cheap thing.
Yeah.
No one's gonna recognize you. No one's gonna be like, that's Nicole Kidman.
You call this bowling?
Right. Yes. I could take her bowling. We could go to just like an arcade. And I'd be like,
Pam
remember
loves
the
arcades
80s?
and bowling alleys.
Like, remember the 80s?
I feel like you're both doing things you don't want to do. Like you're both bowling and you're like,
How's
God,
this?
junkies.
How weird is it? Yeah, this is what normal people do.
Is this good?
Am I offering you something authentic?
This is the real me. Get my Corolla.
See
Get my
me.
Corolla. Look, the windows aren't tinted. You can see everything.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Dave, I'm curious, who would be your celebrity?
I think I could be friends with Martin Scorsese.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
What?
Big leap. That's the biggest leap. That's the most aspirational one of all of us.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't see it. I don't know if I see it. You gotta explain this to me.
I think that Martin's got a good sense of humor. I think he's super funny. Martin.
Mr. Scorsese.
Hey, Martin. Martin,
We're-
where is your bathroom?
We're close buds. This is my buddy Martin.
Hey, this is Martin. He goes by Martin. I think he's funny, and I think he would get along with my sense of humor and I his. And I think that
So let's say we're at this dinner. We're at this hypothetical dinner. Are you doing like bits? Like how are you showing him that you're
just
funny?
little moments that I say just the right thing at just the right time.
Those are called bits.
Yeah.
Those are little moments that you say
Yeah.
just the right thing. at
Okay,
just the right
but they're bits spread out through the evening. And I think that he would see a youthfulness in me, but not too young, because it'd be too much for the gap would be too much. But I'm old enough, but still young enough to where he feels that energy.
You're old enough. You get it. You know.
I get it. I can have a conversation with him.
Would you? How?
And I think he'd like showing me stuff, and I think I would be appreciative of it. He'd show me his old Rolling Stones collection. I think I'd be like genuinely interested and want to know more about it.
Yeah, I would be worried in kind of all these situations where that sounds like he might at some point feel like a pressure where it's like, oh, I'm having to entertain this person. You know, I think you would have to offer some stuff up for yourself, like reveal
Teach him
stuff
about
you.
Wisconsin. You'd have to teach him shit about Wisconsin or the
God.
Midwest or
I don't
whatever.
know if I gotta teach my friends about anything.
Yeah, you would. You would. You'd have to be like, this is what it's like there. You need to. You do have to share some kind of knowledge with.
Yeah,
people.
you would have to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
You have to give him something.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What are you giving Pam? What are you giving Nicole Kidman again? Junkie thing?
Laughs.
Yeah.
Laughs.
Me too.
Bowling,
Yeah.
real life experience that she.
He's gonna
doesn't
show
get
me New
when
York,
she's
and I'm gonna
in
show. He's gonna show me New York, and I'm gonna show him L.A. He loves New York. I
LA.
love L.A.
He's
knows
not familiar.
LA.
Yeah, he's not familiar with LA at all.
I'm
He
going to show him
knows
special
LA.
fun spots.
You're gonna have
that-
to show him Wisconsin.
He's going to tell me about those same spots. He's like, oh yeah, you know what? I like this old restaurant that you
knows
like. And I
way
used to
more
come
about
there.
LA than you do.
Yeah, we have that in common. Then we can
No,
share
you
that
don't.
experience.
You got to give us a little more. I'm not buying.
I don't remember
this.
knocking down either of your choices here. I
Well,
don't,
Ours
you
were
should've-
ours had sound.
you
Ours
should've
had pretty
found holes
sound
in it.
arguments.
Should have found
Yeah.
holes in them.
yeah. What was Pam's again? What was Pam's sound argument?
Nicole Kidman.
Pretty much the same as yours.
Yeah, you got and you and Rudd have Chiefs. You guys have the Chiefs together. All right.
he
That's-
has the he has the best connection out
yeah,
of them
great.
all.
You have a football.
The
team
person
you
who
have in
came up
common.
with the segment had the.
Here's the dark side of Tooney. Everyone sees not all nice all the time. He's getting really angry. He's coming out
I
of
just-
tears.
I just don't feel like either of you two had these like, oh my god, open and shut case. They're
It's just so
guaranteed.
strange. It's so strange. It's such a big. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
And I
because
think Martin
here's-
Scorsese would put me into one of his movies, and I would.
See,
and
that's
he would-
what you want. You
and
want
he would,
something
and
from
he would
him.
coax the performance of a lifetime out of me, and
Okay,
it'd make
so
the
That's
movie
what
better.
you want.
Here's-
You can't want something from him.
Yeah, Pam and I both were
don't-
like offer.
He wanted to.
More,
He
like,
offered
what we would be offering, and so far, your description of what your relationship with Martin Scorsese is
He's
him
showing
doing
me
a
his
lot for
Rolling
you.
Stones
Yeah, he's teaching
collection.
you about.
He
him
wants to. This
putting
is.
me
I'm
in a
not asking to see.
movie,
I'm not
him
asking to
showing
see
me
this
New
stuff.
York.
He wants to. He wants to show it because I have a
Because you
genuine
such an
appreciation
eye
for
of
it,
Wonder.
and
He
I
loves
have.
the
And
look
I'm.
of wonder in your
and I
face.
get
You're
along with
assuming
him.
too much.
We're all assuming too much.
Yeah, but I'm
Assuming you and
imagining
Paul Rudd are going to get
The
along.
well, the scenario is this first dinner, so you've got to like all of a sudden you got to connect there first.
I just think we're gonna get along. We're gonna laugh, and we're gonna like enjoy each other's company. I think he's gonna find me enjoyable, and I him, and it's gonna go well.
I just want to say, Brian, who would you pick for him?
Who would I pick for Dave?
Yeah, who do you
if
think
it's
it
not
would've
Martin
been?
Scorsese, who do you pick?
Yeah,
And
well,
I think
first of
my
all, you're
choice
not
is
calling him
solid.
Marty. You should have been more
Yeah.
familiar.
Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese.
Who would I
See,
pick?
I feel like if you were like Italian or something, or from New York, I could have seen
Oh my
Martin
god!
Scorsese.
You know who I
What a
bet-
superficial way you're
Here's-
thinking how friends work. Like
That is how friends work.
doesn't have to be. I got
All the
plenty of friends
Italians
who-
stick together.
I
All
get
the
plenty
Irish
of friends
people
who are
stick
not
together.
Dutch. I got plenty of friends who are not Dutch.
You're Dutch.
who- yeah.
Okay.
All right, here's a weird one. Here's someone that popped in my mind who I could see really enjoying Dave.
Uh-huh.
Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I think,
I think
so.
Justin Timberlake would would dig Dave's sense of humor and style, and
Get a real kick out of Dave.
he
yeah.
would.
he
I
would
think
like-
Martin
Get a
too.
he would get a real kick out of Dave. Justin Timberlake definitely would.
I think so too. I think Martin would get a kick out of me too.
I think so too. I don't think they're going to be mad at
No
you.
one
I'm talking
ever
about,
would hate you.
Yeah, no one's going to hate you.
You're so affable. You're so affable. And
But
almost
which one, like,
kinda funny.
which of those dinners are you walking away with? Like, you
With
guys
the
exchange
success.
phone numbers
you
and like
nailed it.
you maintain contact, like occasional hangouts.
Yeah, agreed that Justin Timberlake and I would more likely exchange phone information than Martin Scorsese and Martin giving me his phone number. That's probably more likely, if only because of the age. Only because Martin is not giving out his phone number at that age, probably all that much anyways. But I
Wow, an ageist.
I just think it's less likely.
Okay.
I also just genuinely think Justin Timberlake would like you more than Martin Scorsese would.
Yeah.
I'm not
I agree.
disagreeing with that, but I think Martin Scorsese would also like
Okay,
me.
I can't think of the guy's name, but okay, remember the Birdman movie with
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton?
yes, not Michael Keaton, but you know
Edward
the guy
Norton?
who's yes, Edward Norton.
Mm-hmm. You think
Edward
he would like
Norton.
it?
I think he would like Dave. I think Edward Norton would like Dave.
I think he
He's
would too. He could be
notoriously
a prickly. fellow, am I right?
prickly. Yeah.
But he's prickly.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Yeah, but
Never gonna piss him off.
I listened to an interview with him recently, and I remember thinking, I think we'd like each other.
See?
Oh,
Why didn't you pick him then?
Because I also think Martin Scorsese
I
would
know
like me.
you're wrong about Martin.
And also,
Scorsese.
like,
He
my
will
reasoning-
never,
and
he's
if
never
I
gonna
said
be
to
a
you-
friend.
And if I said to you, why do I think Edward Norton? Because I listened to a podcast and I thought we'd like each other. Like that's any more sound reasoning.
Yeah, but there's reasons why what things that he said in the podcast. But like
I'm gonna ask
Martin
people
Scorsese
watching.
would be like, have some mortadella, and you'd be like, some what?
You don't have brick cheese?
Yeah. And then we both say, what is that? Tell me more about it. And I'd be like, all right, I'll tell you
Oh,
more
Share
about
brick
it.
cheese
your
is
worlds
great.
and your culture.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think Martin Scorsese and I would get along. And it's
Would you invite him to an improv show?
Yeah. Would you invite him to an improv show?
mm-hmm.
What if Martin Scorsese never put you in one of his movies? Would you hold it against him?
Never.
You wouldn't?
Not when your friends. No. I don't need that
Okay.
for my friends.
All right. But would it always be kind of gnawing at you? Would you always kind of be like, oh, gee, I wonder if Marty's going to put me in this movie? Or
I
like
never get-
he's like
I never get upset with
describing
you.
this movie to you.
Pam, I never get upset with you when you don't put me in your one woman show.
Yeah, well, it's a
one-woman
one-woman
shows.
show, Dave. It's a one-woman show.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
We don't need a man.
And I'm never mad at you when
We
you
need
don't put
another
me in there.
man in a one-woman show. Okay.
Dave demands to be an all women's one woman show.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. It's really
You don't have a part for me in the vagina monologues?
But see, like, what if Martin Scorsese came to you and he's like, I got this great idea. Okay, it's this guy. He's an actor. He's from Wisconsin. He moves to Los Angeles. And it's you, Dave. It's like your whole life story, but he casts Edward Norton instead of you.
And you're also friends with Edward Norton. Would you be
And you're also
resentful?
friends with it. The three of you are all buds together. Would you be resentful?
I wouldn't be resentful. I'd probably be bummed, but I would understand it.
You know what? You'd be
You
like,
wouldn't-
well,
you
they need a
understand why-
name. They need a name for the thing. And then we would all be
We
like,
need
he
a
doesn't
name.
need a name.
We need a name / better actor for this role.
No one
Yes.
said
They'd be
that,
like,
Dave.
he doesn't need a name, Dave. It's Martin Scorsese. He could do whatever he wants. If he wanted you,
The
in
name is Martin
picture,
Scorsese.
You could be in the picture. We'd all be like, fuck him. Go talk to him. This is messed up, man.
If Martin
He based this
Scorsese-
movie on your life.
If Martin Scorsese has a relative unknown in a lead role, I think that's more exciting than if he had a
Right.
DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Right.
agreed. I don't know if
Scorsese
you're
is
trying
the
to
draw.
drive. If you two are trying to drive a wedge between our
Between you
friendship
and Mar-
right now.
Between
Well,
you and
which
Martin
then would you
Scorsese.
resent us? Then would you resent us because we're like, he should have put you in the movie. You got to talk to him.
No, because that's not how my mind works.
Well, what about Leonardo DiCaprio? I think we all could
I
be
did
friends
think
with
about
him.
him.
I think we all could be friends with
I
him.
think we could be friends with him to a certain
I don't think
degree,
he-
but he's not going to.
He is another person who's very famous, but you'd be like, what?
I think I think
You-
I would bore him.
You do, but I feel like I feel like he'd probably be like, I feel like you could keep up with him. I feel like he likes to party, and he'd be like, let's
Ryan,
go
you could definitely
to-
keep up with him.
I'd be like, let's go to Italy and whatever. He'd do stuff like that. He'd do amazing, crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I think we could only get so far with him, though. I think there's a certain wall is going to go up that we're not going to be able to get past.
For sure.
Really?
Also,
I feel like he's very available.
I think, and also I think at some point, like it would be, I would feel overwhelmed by maybe some of the excess, where I'd be like, this is too weird for me.
The excess,
Do we have?
Like just the
Is it-
like
there-
how
are
much
there
stuff he
weird-
has.
I don't know anything about his
Yeah.
personal life at all, except
know,
that he
I
likes.
think he
Opulence,
dates a lot of
nature.
young, hot women, right?
Mhm. Yeah, that's his thing
That's his thing. I mean,
Weird,
that's
weird.
weird
Yeah.
for a movie star.
for a movie star.
For a hot movie star. Really weird.
Yeah,
Really weird.
a little odd, but okay, teach their own. Let's talk about the celebrities that were
Hey, real
positive.
quick before we
would-
do, just because this is in my
Okay.
mind, what's
Sure.
the group that he was a part of? What was that called?
the Pussy Posse.
Who's in that?
It's like him, Toby Maguire.
That's not really a thing, is it?
Yeah, they were the Pussy Posse, and they would go
Ugh.
around and score.
Him and
Toby Maguire. What a
Yeah,
dork.
they're best buds.
They
Toby Maguire,
are.
yeah, and he's a
I
psycho.
just watched a
apparently.
movie last night with
What?
Toby Maguire about he plays like a chest that guy Bobby Fischer. He plays Bobby Fischer. It's like a
Was it
movie
Oh, really?
about- It's okay. It's on Hulu.
You didn't know that about Toby Maguire, Dave? Have you ever seen
No.
Molly's Game?
Yeah. Yes.
You know Michael Cera in it.
Yes.
That's based on Toby Maguire. That Toby Maguire he would be at these card games that woman would host, and he's apparently an amazing poker player, but he would be like so cruel. Like he had some guys like, all this guy's money. He's like, I'll let you have it, but you got to get down on the floor and like bark like
Really?
a dog. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he's-
God, that's so
he's-
crazy because he seems so
He's notoriously nasty.
wow.
Maybe I would be friends with him. Is there anyone else in that group, by the way?
Manny the masochist.
There's
bud.
yeah, for sure.
Is Brad
Treat me
Pitt
like
in-
shit, Toby. I'll be your best friend. Treat me like fucking garbage. who else is in the Pussy Posse? God damn it. This dude, he's like in Ang Lee's Hulk. I can't think of his name.
The main guy?
No, not Eric Bana. The guy, he's oh God, it's gonna drive me fucking
Well,
crazy.
look it up.
I'm looking it up right now. It is Josh Lucas. Also, I could just look up Pussy Posse members.
I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, we could have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I know. David Blaine, the magician.
Ugh, crazy.
You got to have a magician in there.
Wait, I'm confusing David Lane with Chris Angel. David Blaine.
Yeah, David Blaine's the more like whispery guy. Like, hey, okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I remember that a honorary member of the Pussy Posse is it Sarah Gilbert from Roseanne, who played Darlene?
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, they were all close.
She's on
friends.
The View now or something.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire were all friends growing up.
That's
as, like,
crazy.
child
When
actors.
growing up. Oh, as
Mhm.
child actors. Okay.
And
Weird.
right
Isn't that weird?
it's
What
For
would
child
our-
actors, they grow up here
Yeah.
and go on
What would
little
our group-
auditions when they're little babies.
yeah,
What would our
it's
group be
bizarre.
called? The three
The
of us.
I don't know.
I don't know, Dave. They're early debaters.
The dump trucks.
Dump trucks.
yeah.
Hey,
dump trucks.
Ryan, what is that art behind you?
It is. It's an art. I got it at a furniture store down the street that was liquidating.
For
And,
real?
yeah, I got a very good deal on it. It was pretty sad.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. I
Thank
thought
you.
maybe you would have like oh, it's actually this artist team. Blah 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 blah.
I have no idea who it is.
Wow, you got it
Yeah.
at a furniture. Dave, what's above your head?
My sister made this.
Cool.
Just like different paint colors, and
But that looks nice.
Different
it is
paint
nice.
colors.
I like it a lot.
It's reminiscent of a Rothko.
Oh.
Mm.
I like Dave's description of a painting being it's just different
It's
paint
different
colors.
color. Sister
There's a
Ryan,
heart-
it's different colors.
There's a heart in the middle you can see.
Oh, really?
Really?
It's different color. You can't. It's hard to see it. Maybe from that.
I would describe almost all paintings as like different
It's
paint
different colors.
different paint
Different
colors, except for the ones that are all one color. Anyway, sorry, Dave. Are we? I feel like
Aw,
we
Dave.
thinking-
If
are we
we had
thinking-
you
a dinner,
guys,
would
you
we
guys
be
are
friends?
definitely.
Would
you
we
guys,
be friends? Who would be the friends here?
I'm gonna tell you, Ryan.
guys?
And this is not surprising, but taking on the characteristics of Pam in this.
oh, for sure. Pam being here, I'm just like jumping on.
Oh, and you're being abusive to Dave?
Yeah, normally I'm very, very nice.
Are you really? I know everyone's nice to Dave. It's maddening.
But watching you,
Maddening. It's maddening.
but
It's
watching
just
you be
fun.
mean to Dave is so funny, and it
I mean,
looks like
it's-
and it looks like so much fun. You want
It
to just
is.
jump in.
It's so enjoyable because no one is mean to Dave. And
Oh, that's
it's
not
like,
true.
Really?
In Bangarang
No.
shows, I was say I felt bad, Dave. We did a Zoom Bangarang show like a week or so ago, and within a minute and a half, it was Stanger and I yelling at Dave, just like, "You fucking piece of shit! You're a fucking piece of shit, dude."
Yay. And that was directed towards you as a person, not your character.
We hadn't started the show yet.
Professor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that started.
But
it.
it's just
I was
funny
in the middle
because-
of an explanation.
No, we were in the virtual green room.
Dave doesn't like fight back. And he's just so nice. It's so ridiculous and absurd to be mean to him, you know?
It makes me.
And
It makes
he's
me
not
feel. I
like,
do
"You know
feel.
what? Fuck you." He's like, "Oh, okay. I could see that. I could see that."
Dave, but like Dave, I think Dave is on board with it. Like, if it's funny, and
It's not
when you
mean-spirited.
know to like let up on the brakes and let him have some fun too.
Oh,
That's when Bangarang gets into
That's-
trouble. Then at times where we're like we don't know how to ease up on it, and it's like, hey, maybe Dave would like to enjoy doing this show also.
Aw, well, the audience just wants to, look at an affable, not really very funny guy. They don't need to hear him talk.
I do generally enjoy it, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know where you guys are coming from. I don't know what's going on in your personal
Oh,
life that's making you do
God.
that. So like,
Oh
I'm not
my
going to
God.
judge
Oh
here.
God, I
and,
gotta go to therapy. Oh, you day. Why am I mean to Dave? I don't know.
I'm not going to pretend to guess why.
Yeah. And when Dave can give as good as he gets.
See? Ugh.
Let's talk real quick about what
Yep.
celebrities we think would not like us. I'll go first. The one
Great.
I thought of is Quentin Tarantino.
Oh,
Right.
that's a
Okay,
good one.
good.
I imagine that I would
He
say,
wouldn't
like,
have the time for you. You would be frustrating to him.
for sure. And anytime I would try to, is I'd be like, oh yeah, I like movies and stuff, or movies and music, and then
You already fucked up with them.
yeah, I like movies and movies. I like movies and movies and stuff. And did you see Avengers? I think he would just I would bore him very quickly,
Yeah.
and I don't think he would walk away just hating me. He'd just be like, I don't have time. I don't care for this person.
Well, I think like he would only be friends with like an aspirational person. I mean, like he would be an
That's not me at all.
aspirational. No, but I mean, like his friendship would be aspirational to somebody who he like already admires.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he would be like, oh, I want to be friends with somebody who I watched growing up on television, or someone who's, whatever, some
Yeah.
amazing actor I worked with or something. But
Yeah, I think to be with this friend, you got to prove that you are on equal
Amazing.
ground. Yeah, on equal ground
Yeah.
in some
and
way.
you're not amazing.
No,
Okay, so
absolutely not.
forget it.
And my
Or,
only
like,
hope
you have
is
to
that
be
he
as
surprisingly
much
likes.
of a fan, much of a fanboy as him. Like you would have to know more about film than him.
See, here's what I know. At some point, I would lose him, and then my go-to usually in those situations is like I'm like try to have a little more humility, make myself a little more vulnerable, and I think he wouldn't like that either. It would,
Yeah,
it
he
would,
wouldn't
it
have
would,
time
it
for
would
that.
read too thirsty.
What a tightrope it would be. It feels like to walk with him.
Yeah.
I would think so too. Because
But he also seems like somebody you could get on a good day and like might be like a genuinely curious person and
I think if he
excitable.
saw you do something that he was like impressed by, then he would be nice.
I think if he
to
saw you do a
Yeah.
I think if he saw you do a
if you
Like
saw
an
me do
improv
Manny the
show.
he would like you.
Masochist.
I
If
think
you
he
saw
would
you
like
do Manny the Masochist, your signature character, which
if he did-
has got to come back. We got to do
Yeah,
another
no
sketch
kidding.
about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Then he would. But if he saw you do like an improv show, and then he'd be like, "Gee, he might." You could
Yeah.
win him over that way,
You
Oh
would.
yeah, I would need to prove something to him beforehand.
right?
Yeah.
And then you would have to like be like, "Oh, I know all this stuff about like improv. Here's this
Yeah.
whole world or whatever that
Yeah.
like."
And
that
hope
you
to
would have
God
to
he
be like-
finds that interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to God I want to be his friend. So
Somebody has to find it interesting. Somebody has to find all this knowledge that we got interesting, right? It has to be worth something to somebody.
Come on.
Somebody's got to like it.
Mhm.
Easily suggestible kids moving to LA. I think are they?
Yeah. You'd be like, hey, come on.
You gotta try it.
Hey, just the show's free. First show's free.
Yeah, you don't get paid when you do it too.
Don't tell them that for years.
Yeah,
And they're like, you guys aren't getting paid?
yeah. No, it's just
What?
just for fun.
And you spend how many hours doing this?
So many.
Oh, gosh.
Pam, who is a celebrity you think?
I mean, I think a lot wouldn't like me.
Yeah, my assumption is that almost all would not.
But I
Like you or
you
like
could s-
me?
You could say
like
who you-
me, not like me.
Pam,
I
you could say that, but I've been on set with you a few times, and everyone loves you every time.
Yeah,
We've been on set. I'm a working actor.
I mean, college
So
humor
Dave,
sketches.
so
Of the three of us, I think I would have.
college humor sketches. Oh,
I think of the
God.
three of us, I would have the hardest time making friends.
You really?
No,
I think
I
so.
don't think that's true at all.
I'm very shy. I'm very shy, especially
Oh,
around
well,
new people.
Isn't that weird? It is like hard because it is like. So I was thinking the only person I could really think of, somebody who I'm like really intimidated by,
Mhm.
would be Benicio del Toro. Like I would be like, fuck. I would like want to really be friends with him.
Yes.
And he would be like, you're an idiot.
yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
would-
saying? Like I
yeah.
would try to be like, and blah, 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 blah. I would say something really
I don't-
stupid or whatever. And he'd be like, blah, blah, blah. He probably has like an amazing sense of humor though, too.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just like wouldn't be able to, I would just be
It does
so
feel like
flustered.
oil and water. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. You guys do sound like strange bedfellows.
I
I
think
would
if
be
he,
like-
I think he would like look at you really squinty and just like watch you go for a while and not say much of anything,
Right.
but just like smirk every now and again, I think you get on his good side pretty quickly.
Really? You think so? Well,
Yeah, I could see it running one extreme or the other. He's either going to like think you're great or not be a fan at all.
right. Right.
There's no middle ground in this.
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah, I could see that. I'd be like, what's this? Eggs? Ooh, blah, 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 blah. And then he'd be like, fuck you.
Those are mashed potatoes.
Why are you saying that to him?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd be like, I really liked you in that movie. I forget what it was called. Maybe. Or maybe I would be like, sometimes what I do like around famous people, I don't know if this is common or whatever. I try not to talk to them. I try to not look at them.
Yeah.
And I try not to talk to them.
Absolutely.
Until they open the door,
Yeah.
Which is weird though, too, because like, say you're, when you're on set, and I'm on set a lot, just like Dave, but like that you're like, I won't talk until I'm spoken to or whatever, instead of being like, but it's weird because you could be directly sitting next to the person. Because I don't know how to. Yeah, and I don't want to be like, "Hi, I'm Pam," blah, 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 or something. You have to like wait for someone to be like, "And this is Pam," introduce you to that person.
Absolutely, yeah. You can't bother them.
Yeah,
who's the most famous person you guys have worked with?
I don't know. What do you think, Dave?
I have to think about that for a minute.
I don't know.
Jeff Goldblum is pretty.
Oh yeah, that's pretty famous.
Big.
That's a good one.
Or Sheldon from Big Bang. I don't know who's bigger. Like
Sheldon Jeff from Goldblum, Big Bang. What's his name?
I can't think of it.
One's Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, one was Jeff Goldblum. One was Sheldon from Big Bang. I'll go with Jeff Goldblum. Mine was Joaquin Phoenix, and
wow.
How did that go?
He was really nice.
Very method, right? Isn't he really method? Or
I think so, but also like he was like himself. He was really nice. He like laid down on the ground uncomfortably to provide me with eyeline.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so amazing. Instead of like cool. That is so nice.
It was really, really nice. And like he seemed super cramped, and I looked, I was like, "You sure?" And he was like,
oh my
cool.
God.
I love that.
I mean, most people are like, talk to the ex.
Yeah, and then nothing.
How about if we put a piece of tape here for you?
Talk to the X. I was trying to make an X with my hand. I couldn't figure it out in time.
Everything got cut.
I'll be in my trailer. Talk to the X. Was it he won't get far on foot, or what was it?
Yeah.
He got cut. Is that what you said?
Yeah. All my stuff got cut.
Even cooler than that he did that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was all improvised. All the stuff.
They were like, what the fuck? We can't use this. It looks like he's staring at the ground. It looks like he's looking at someone who's uncomfortably laying on the ground.
Ryan was supposed to be looking. Ryan was supposed to be looking up, but Joaquin was on the ground, and you're not going to not look down if Joaquin is doing this for you. Joaquin blew the shot.
Yeah. The scene was Joaquin Phoenix in a hot air balloon waving down at Ryan and talking.
And he was just like, "Fuck you, man. I'm laying on the ground." Nicest thing he ever did.
Yeah, Gus, I think he should be talking to the ground.
I honestly can't think of like the most famous person. I don't know who it would be that I've worked with.
Yeah, I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is mine by a mile.
A good one.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good one. That's a really good one.
I don't know how that happened. Anyway,
I don't know. Amy Poehler, she's famous.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
That's a big one.
I don't know. I mean, of course she was nice. Of course she was the best. She was really nice and the best.
Dave, who would be your person that you don't think would like you?
I'm going to give you a couple names.
A couple. All right. Dave's being honest with himself now. He's not affable. There is a reason to hate him. There's plenty.
The two names I'm going to give you are Daniel Craig and Jonah Hill.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I don't think I'm cool enough or hip enough or funny in the way that Jonah Hill would like to be with. And Daniel Craig,
I think they would both get a kick out of you, Dave.
I think Daniel Craig.
I think you're wrong about who likes you and hates you. I think everything you say is wrong.
Yeah.
When you said Daniel Craig, in my mind, I pictured Daniel Day-Lewis.
Whichever celebrity you say would like you, we'll tell you why that's not right. And whichever celebrities you say hate you, we'll tell you why.
You can't see Daniel Craig
know
not liking me.
Know thyself. I think Daniel Craig will get a kick out of you.
I don't know enough about Daniel Craig. I could kind of maybe see the Jonah Hill one.
Just by watching Daniel Craig on like SNL or whatever, and in interviews, I do feel like he would kind of get a kick out of you. And then not only would he get a kick out of you, he might be like, you could be like, look, ladies. He would be like, make fun of you.
I think.
Look at his boat shoes. He thinks those are boat shoes. Are they not boat shoes? I thought these were boat shoes. Oh,
what is this? Where's this coming from, Pam? Dave's boat shoes. Does Dave walk around trying to pass off non-boat shoes as boat shoes?
He's just
is this something you know?
He's just on a yacht with Daniel Craig.
Oh, God.
And that's what's happening. They're on a yacht together.
I think I've told you this before, but when I did this shoot with Jeff Goldblum, it was a Funny or Die sketch, and I'm in the dressing area, just like hanging out. I got there before him, and I'm just like sitting on the couch waiting for wardrobe or whatever, and I'm wearing just like shorts and a t-shirt and like flip flops, and Jeff comes in, and he already looks great, and he looks at me, and he looks at my feet in my like flip flops or whatever, or sandals or whatever. He's like, not a lot of men look good in sandals, but you pull it off. But it was like in a sarcastic way, but delivered very Jeff Goldblum-y, and he just kept walking.
Oh my God.
He made fun of me in bare feet. It was very funny.
Right. I'm shocked that you were wearing sandals or flip-flops.
I think it was like the dead of August or something.
Right. Oh, it's so funny. The dead of August.
The dead of August.
See, that's why he could make fun of you. It's the same way Daniel Craig would, and you would be like, "Oh, jeez."
I don't think Jonah Hill. I don't think Jonah Hill would make fun of you.
I don't think he'd care. I think he wouldn't talk with me much at all.
I think it'd be either that or I could see him thinking you're really funny.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, this is all of these. We could say that they're going to love us.
I mean, possibly, yeah. It's who knows? They're strangers. I have no idea what their real, true sensibilities are and what they like.
Right.
They're
not just like us.
But no, not at all. Their lives are wildly different.
Yes.
Talk to the ex. Talk to the ex.
Yeah.
Is this how the show is supposed to go?
This show?
Am I doing it right?
This show right here?
Yeah, this show right here.
Yeah, this is exactly what we do.
Okay, good.
I
did a good job.
Every show is different.
I did a good job.
You've crushed it. I think this was our best episode.
I'm crushing it.
I truly mean that.
I'm in the middle of crushing it.
Yeah, you are.
This was really fun, Pam. Thank you so much for coming on.
Who hates you? Did you say?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay,
Quentin Tarantino would despise me.
Yeah.
You guys did not disagree with that at all. There was no.
Yes, we did.
You did.
I
don't hear that. I don't hear compliments.
I know. I can see him easily liking you.
I think it would be. Yeah, I think it's hard.
But yeah, I would have to prove myself first. That was the.
Yeah, if he saw you do improv, that was like the only. That was the only way he could find any interest in you. That's all.
That's all I think all the time. It's like if I could just get everyone to watch me do improv, then I would be okay.
But wait a minute. See, now if Quentin Tarantino was like, "Hey, where did you get that painting?" and you were like, "Oh, I got it at the furniture store down the street," he'd be like,
"Yeah,
get a load of him." Don't you think?
What, in a mean way or a nice way?
in like a mean but loving kind of way,
Get a load of him.
right?
I don't know
You know
why
what I
he.
mean? Because
I don't know
they
why
would
he'd be
use-
so floored by that in one way or another.
because they buy, whatever,
oh,
real
just that, like,
Picassos. They buy Picassos.
Me
and
just
shit
being
like that.
kind of like a regular guy.
Yes,
He would-
like
yeah.
a regular person, like the normalness of everything.
Yeah, he would get a kick out of that. I gotcha.
Right, he would
Yeah.
get a kick out of it, or like, where did you get this couch? And you would be like CB2 or whatever, and he'd
Not
be
at
like, what?
Sotheby's.
exactly.
I think he would
Exactly.
say, I think I like you, buddy. And I think you should be in the 3rd volume of Kill Bill. And I got a yellow tracksuit for you. I'd love you to wear. You're going to be
I'm the new bride.
You're the new bride.
Is there already 3?
There's only two.
Oh, there's
So,
only 2.
there's-
Okay.
And there was always a rumor that he was going to do a 3rd one with
Right.
with Vivica A.
Daughter.
Fox's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's always like all these Tarantino spin-off or sequel talks, like the Vega brothers. Yeah, I don't think he ever.
Oh,
plans to
right,
do
right,
it.
right, right.
What
right.
are the Vega brothers?
There's going to be a movie with like Michael Madsen's character from Reservoir Dogs and Travolta from Pulp Fiction. Their characters are brothers.
Oh, that'd have been fun.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, but we'll never know
They're brothers in,
in real
but
life.
he's named something
Or in-
else. He's different in Kill Bill. His character is different. He's not the same
Yeah,
guy.
no, it's a different guy in that.
Okay.
Yeah, but they all exist in the same universe. Yeah, the red
Kill
the
Bill exists in the
Tarantino-verse.
same Reservoir Dogs.
I believe so. They all had red apple cigarettes. That's sort of like the thing that links them all together.
Very
exciting.
and so does Jackie Brown.
Oh, what? Jackie Brown had red apple cigarettes?
Yeah, they're in a bar, and I think they order
How can you
red
tell what
apple
cigarettes they
cigarettes.
are?
because they show the pack of them, or they're like, "Give me a pack of red apple cigarettes" or something like that. I wonder if it does. I'm trying to think if I'm thinking of that or if I'm thinking of the bar scene. No, I think Jackie Brown does smoke red apple cigarettes. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of the bar scene in Pulp Fiction. Anyway, whatever. No one would like me. Look
And
at
also, I'm
this.
not. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Pam.
Oh, okay, good. Woo!
As we inch our way to the finish line, thank you so much for.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
It's so good to see you. I missed you.
I missed you too. Nice
so
to
fun.
see you guys. Even Dave.
Even Dave.
Even
especially Dave.
Look at that affable face.
I want to make sure. Dave, did you have fun? Or was it too
I had a good
much?
time. I just want to say, like, Pam and I have exchanged like messages on Instagram somewhat recently, and she gets upset with me via Instagram.
Every time.
Uh-huh.
Every time he books a job.
Yeah. So her consistency should be applauded.
Yeah, you got to admire
It's not just in front of people.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when no one's looking. I'm really mean to him too.
In the
Yeah,
written
these-
word.
These are her true feelings.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I'm really mean to him too. More success.
Kudos.
Exactly. Oh, here we go.
Well, thank you, Pam, so much. This was great. Guys, we will be back on Wednesday. Until then, keep going. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.